Hello, my name is Justin, and welcome to Words 1103, Spring 2022. This is the first in a series of videos that I will be recording to kind of walk you through what you're going to be doing in the course and kind of what each unit of the course is about. And you'll find these videos at the start of each sort of unit section in the course. So first things first, my name's Justin. I've been teaching here at UNC Charlotte for nearly 10 years, or more than 10 years now. I'm a senior lecturer in the Writing, Rhetoric, and Digital Studies department. I'm a big gamer, which you'll already start to find out about me as we go through the course. I'm an author, I'm a dad, I'm all kinds of things. So please, first of all, know that you can always reach me and get in touch with me anytime you'd like via email. Just send me an email, night or day. I'll answer it as soon as I get it. I check my email all the time on my phone. I'm always available to you, so just let me know. And yeah, if you have any questions about me or you want to know anything about me, just ask me. I'm happy. I'm an open book, so just happy to answer anything you want to know. So the first thing that you should know about our course here is that it sort of exists in two places. Of course, the first place that our course exists is our Canvas site, which I'm going to pull up here. If I have it somewhere. Maybe I closed it. So if you go to UNCC Canvas and you log in, this is what our course looks like in Canvas. I've purposefully left this pretty kind of concise and clear. Not a lot of, it's mostly just links to things. And the reason for that is because, why is it, what's going on here? The reason for that is because our course also exists as a website on Google Sites. And I wanted to do this because we're going to be using Google Sites a lot in this course together. You're going to be using it a lot for pretty much everything that you do, everything that you write and create is all going to be housed and stored and shared on your own Google site. And we're going to spend some time working on those in the first couple class sessions. So two places where you can find the course. And they kind of overlap. You'll always submit your assignments back to Canvas, but you'll also be doing some activities and doing some things on our course Google site. So you'll want to kind of bounce back and forth between these two spaces. And the link to our course website is at the top of our Canvas site. So you can always get to it very easily through there. A lot of useful information here in the Canvas page for you to check out. The Zoom link for our course. We're going to be, if you're in the face-to-face version, which is section 14, we'll be meeting 12:10 to 1:10. Approximately on Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the first 2 weeks. We'll meet on Zoom, but after that, we'll maybe be back in the classroom. Whoops, and there's a little typo there. If you're in section 15, then it was already an online asynchronous course. So you'll just work your way through the first unit, which is sort of listed here. Unit 1, Welcome to Words. It says complete this by January 24th. So this is the first 2 weeks. You're going to want to have all of this done in that time period. And then we'll move on to Unit 2 at the end of January, and that'll be needed to be turned in by February 14th. As you can see, I haven't completed all of this stuff yet. I'm not usually able to do that at the beginning of the semester. I usually modify and adapt kind of based on where the course goes a little bit. But by the end of January, I will have the next unit fully fleshed out and so on and so forth. But for right now, all you need to focus on are these things. And you can work on these things in any order. If you're in the asynchronous version of the course, it's completely up to you how you want to do it. If you're in the face-to-face version of the course, we'll kind of be navigating through these things in a little bit more of a clear pathway. And then at the bottom of each unit, you'll see individual days and what we will be doing on those days. So you'll want to click into those things and take a look. Like, so for Monday, you'll want to click on this page and kind of be ready to go for class on Monday. And again, the asynchronous folks, you're welcome to look at that material at your own pace. But for the synchronous students who are in the face-to-face version of the course, you'll want to, this is the page you'll want to start at 12:10 on Monday when we meet together on Zoom. The syllabus is here. You can read through that as well. Contact information, things like that. And so this is the Canvas page. Again, it's mostly just links to assignments. This is where you'll be turning things in. This is where you'll go for your grades. This is where you'll go for your feedback. But for the most part, you'll want to spend a lot of your time here on our Google site. So this is a bit of an overview of the course. I'm very into podcasting, and we'll be doing a little bit of that in this writing class. I think podcasts are a very contemporary and very important form of writing and composition, and so you'll see a lot of podcast kind of stuff in the course. And there's one here that I've embedded, a little short one that kind of goes through my philosophy about podcasting and why I think podcasts are very useful for writing courses. So you're welcome to listen to that. And then you've got some contact points for me here. So my email. You can check me out on Twitter. You can look at my Twitch account if you want to. And then some of my writing you can find on Medium. And then a little bit about me. As you cycle through our Google site, here is the syllabus. Oh, look at that. Look at that handsome devil. So that's a little bit, that's our syllabus. There's a welcome statement, which I would really like you to read through and know that you are welcome here. COVID-19 information, again, it's still important for us. We still got to think about that and be on top of that safety. So make sure you're following those guidelines, as I will be. Course description, some goals for ourselves in this class, goals that I have for us. And we'll talk about some of the goals that you have for yourselves. Sort of the grading outlook here, very simple grading scheme. You've essentially got 4 major grades, 4 points in the semester where we'll be checking in with your portfolio and your extended inquiry project progress. You'll need to have certain things completed and turned in for each of these checks, and then you'll kind of get like a completion grade for that, as well as lots of feedback and advice from me about how to maybe improve some things and stuff like that. Attendance is going to be tricky this semester as it was last semester, so I'll be really flexible with you. I'll be super flexible about if you need to miss, if you're sick, if you have an emergency in your family. I'm super flexible with due dates. All of those things. You just let me know what's going on. We will work it out. I'm never going to destroy your grade because you didn't hop on Zoom 3 times or you didn't make it to class 3 times. However, with that being said, just turning in your assignments is not going to cut it. This tends to happen sometimes with sort of more flexible attendance policies where students just literally do not attend any classes, and then I get like a dump of stuff on the last day of class. That's not going to work. I need you to be checking in with me at least. If I don't hear from you, if I don't see you, if you're not around, if you're just gone and you're just sort of randomly turning in stuff that makes no sense to Canvas, I'm just going to give that stuff a 0, and that's going to be the way that it is. So I'm super flexible, as I said. I'm super, I want to help you with everything I can possibly help you with, but, to a point. And then you can read through, we'll go over some of this in class and stuff on the first day too, but there's some, how I do assessment, and then lots of important sort of departmental policies after that. For the topics schedule, this is where this video that I'm recording right now is going to live, right here when I'm done recording it. And I'm going to make one of these videos for each unit, each section of the course, that will guide you through exactly what to do for that section of the course so that nobody is ever lost. So right now we're in Unit 1, and I've put links into all the things that you need to do in Unit 1. This little cluster of links corresponds back to these things right here. So you can access these assignments in either place. If you click on, expectations, it's going to take you back to Canvas and take you right to this assignment. That should all work properly in terms of logging into Canvas. You'll just have to log in if you go to it from the Google site. But, you can essentially click through these different assignments on the Google site. This is a document that you're going to need for one of the days of class. This is an assignment that you need to complete. So this is it. This is the entirety of Unit 1. And this video will live right here. And so, in Unit 1, we're going to be talking about course goals. We're going to be talking about some of our own expectations for this course. We're going to do an activity called Words, where we're sort of building a foundation of language for our discipline. We're going to map out your own personal goals for this class, what you hope to accomplish. We're going to be doing a reading by Stacy Pigg called Transient Literacies in Action, Composing with the Mobile Surround, which is a really interesting piece that I think is going to be fun to talk about, sort of some really contemporary, interesting ways that we can think about writing in different forms that I think is going to be useful for us. We're going to talk a lot about this idea of multimodal composing and what that means, so there's an activity here to complete for that. I'm going to come back to this in a second because this is important, but there's this whole aspect of the course called the mythology of writing studies. I'm going to come back to this in a moment, but we're going to do some of that. And And then the last part of Unit 1 is kind of generating these inquiry questions, these questions that will guide your research and guide your work in the course as we go forward. So, all that is here. And then there's always going to be a unit completion assignment that you'll need to complete as sort of the last piece of the unit. And this will sort of signal your transition from Unit 1 to Unit 2. So all of that is due by January 24th. And then we'll move over to Unit 2, and all of Unit 2 is going to be due by February 14th, and then all of Unit 3 is due by February 28th, and so on and so forth until we get all the way until May 2nd. From here, there's a page called Daily Activities. This is where I'm going to post kind of what we're working on kind of on a micro level each day in class. So this will be a really good page to check out day to day for the people that are in the face-to-face course. And again, for those of you that are in the asynchronous course, you can kind of pretend like this is your day-to-day course stuff. You can come in here and you can take a look at what we've done in class that day. The readings page is blank. We'll be filling this page out as we go through the course. As we find cool readings and you bring things in, we'll be filling it out there. There's a whole page all about grades and exactly what you'll need to turn in for each check-in for your grade. There's a page about the portfolio, which we're going to talk about in class maybe on Friday of the first week. And then the last page, and this page is really important, this is called The Mythology of Writing Studies. This is a series of mini podcasts that I've created that sort of dive into ideas about really foundational elements of writing studies. And throughout the semester, you're going to be responsible for going to this page, listening to my podcast, maybe taking a look at some of the readings and stuff that go along with it, and then posting some discussion for each of these episodes here on this little Padlet wall below it. So there's about 7 of these, and they each cover kind of a different topic, and there will be responsibilities for you to respond to these and put those responses into your portfolios at some point. So you want to make sure that you check this out regularly. So you'll see like in the grades page, it says like for your first grade check-in, which is due on January 30th, you'll need to have in there pages in your portfolio, and one of those is called Mythology of Writing page, and on that page, later you'll have to do a response to at least 3 of those mythology activities on that page of your portfolio. So we'll get into that a little bit more later, but just know that that page is there and it's very important. So when you see things in the course like engage with mythology critical reflection on the WRDS website, and you click that, it brings you to this mythologies page, then you scroll down to find critical reflection and listen to this, and then post your discussion here in the wall, on the wall below it. And that's it. That's the course in a nutshell. You'll be doing an extended inquiry project as part of your portfolio. You'll be writing in a lot of different forms and modes. You'll be doing a lot of readings. We'll be talking a lot about writing studies, theories, and principles. And the last sort of the whole all of it is contained inside of this Google Site portfolio that you're going to be creating and turning in as your final project in May. I know that was a long video. Thanks for watching and sticking with it. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a fun semester. Hopefully we can all stay safe and healthy. And if you need anything, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here. Thank you so much for hanging with me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.